By EA Sports. Tonight we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Something to watch here in week one of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now they'll run here with Tavon Austin. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual...
Touchdown, Detroit! DeAndre Swift. 46 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
3rd and 3.
Stafford on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Lions will take over.
28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Steps away to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Swift. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Backfield, it's Austin, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave a pretty good pop too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Stafford on 1st down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run with Austin. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 14 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got some space here. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and he'll be taken down at the 34. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Detroit.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
Back to throw, Stafford. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Second and 11 at the 41.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Flushed out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first. First carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
23-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Flush to his right. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, Swift. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? See if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. He'll be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll run on first down. Austin. They find some open field here. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Tavon Austin. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now it's Swift.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. A gain there of 21 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Running is Swift.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, Stafford here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
to throw again. Stafford eluding the pressure right. He'll try. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Play action. It's Goff. And he will find his man on the outside.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now it's gone. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Now a carry for Swift.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And off the deflection, it's caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Not much there, only a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now left side on the swing pass. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 30-yard line.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
32.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
He'll throw complete to Cam Akers.
Brushing off defenders. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
23 yards the pickup there. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, 36 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point.